everybody, welcome back to James Plays Obduction. I'm not 100% today, and that's the excuse I'm gonna go with when things inevitably go bad, where I get lost, confused where I am, miss something. You know, that's the reason today why that might happen. Unfortunately, I don't think I can retroactively use that excuse for all the times that came before it. You've probably noticed, and I've commented on it, that I have a really bad sense of direction. Like, really bad. So, we were looking at this map and we were going around doing this and that, and I decided, for some reason, that I was up over here and somehow making it to this passage and coming out over here, and there must be an above portion and a below portion. No. My mistake was thinking that all these markings were all of the warp points around Hunrath. I was actually coming out, let's say over here, which puts me somewhere over in this vicinity. We're not reaching over here at all. This is, I believe, because of the water, that it's back where we go up the lift, but the lift doesn't work anymore. And so we're going to have to figure that out so that we can get here, and then we get here, and then we get to the bleeder. Now, when it comes to somewhere over here, we have an above and below section. And we talked about that last time, that there's a door I can't open from the one side, and I have to get to it from the other side. And I was thinking that it must somehow, like, it looks like it curves out this way, but it must go around this way. I don't think that is actually the case. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get to that, but I do still suspect it's going to be warping back to Hunrath from one of those alien worlds. So I just wanted to get that out of the way here. I get lost very easily, and I don't know what to do about it. So if anybody has any suggestions on how a person can improve their sense of direction and improve their memory for locations and this and that, because it's not a small problem. And it's not exclusive to video game locales. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the tower where we actually did make some progress last time. So we got the elevator working, and we can go all the way to the top of this tower, and I believe we should also be able to go all the way down as well. We've got things that we can't do anything with, and I don't know if that's something we can change in the future. Like these monitors here, this loudspeaker. We do have this, though. And of course, this little camera is working. So let me just peek out and see what the world looks like from up here. If there's anything to note. I actually really like the unobstructed view. That you can see so much of the world around you. And it's all working fine. Fingers crossed here. That, you know, I can see here's the sphere, there's the trains, the junkyard, the crane, the upper portion of the junkyard. You can even see the train tracks there. You can see a little bit of the town. And, I mean, there used to be a point in gaming where you would have deliberate obstruction of views so that the game didn't have to load all that stuff in for performance reasons. Sometimes it would be, you know, like the rocks would be high up and blocking things, or could be a real heavy fog, things like that. And so I just appreciate this as being a game that is able to make this all work. Especially a small developer like Cyan. They've been around a long time. They have knowledge on how to make games, but they are still a small company. And they don't frequently make games. So just seeing them being able to pull something like this off, I think is pretty neat and deserves a little bit of calling out for a job well done. Let's see what this does. Okay, it does not do anything. It's connected. We got this red wire that's heading down in that direction. I may have to try to follow that and see where it actually goes off to, because I don't think I've paid much attention to a red wire before. Okay. So this, what do we have? We have Hunrath, Murray, Mofang, and Kaptar. Murray has a red light, and so does this. I don't know if that means anything, or if this is just an indication of this is what they had to work with. Anything to interact with, I don't see anything. They're just like indicators, presumably of monitoring some kind of activity. This light also appears to be broken. We have these. Okay, so I don't think I see anything up here to do. This should just be an elevator call button. Let us head back down and keep an eye. Okay, you can't keep an eye on that. We can't follow that. Am I coming out on the correct side? No. I'm trying to look for that red wire. Be here. Okay. Following that, and then it heads down and over to the bleeder. Okay. So maybe we'll need to actually do something with the bleeder before this will function properly. Or maybe we did everything we need to do with it. I doubt it. But just, yeah, trying to keep that in mind. And then we should be able to go down. Yay, okay. And maybe Probably not. It doesn't look like it goes down further. We'll try. But for now, let's do some looking and reading. Worksheet Multi-Purpose Villain Control Panel Interface. This is the control panel that the Villain have supplied for our use. Although they are able to control their system via vocalizations, they have provided these control panels for other species to have limited access and control. If you have trouble, please find Noah for help. Remember, the Villain numbering system is base 4. Okay. Drag from one blob to another to form the Villain digits. Drag between blobs to disconnect. Sometimes that doesn't quite work, game, but maybe that was my fault. The standard panel has 5 digits, but single-digit panels are also used. The standard panel has 5 digits. Single... Huh. Okay. Use only first digit to simulate a 1-digit panel, 0 to 3. All panels will auto-correct for invalid entries. Take a picture of that. Now, we're not a stranger to unique numbering systems, but let us see what we might be able to understand from this. So basically, a base 4 system means you have like 1, 2, 3, or as it's showing here, 0 to 3. And then 4 would, I think that's how that works. That's the overlap, for lack of a better word. Like in Riven, we dealt with base 5, and that was a numbering system that persisted through later Myst games. And in English, we have base 10. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 10 is the rollover. Now you've got the double digits, and now you have like the 1 in the tens place. And then I could be wrong. Somebody might correct me and say, actually, we have a base 100 system or something. Math was never my strong point. But we have 1, and then 5 is that. So that's the 4, and then this is the 1. Now, I'm not sure if this is enough information for me to fill in these blanks. But maybe I can use this in correlation with the control panel at the gas station to maybe work some things out. I don't know. I don't want to right now. I want to sleep in this very uncomfortable looking bed that probably smells. And speaking of places that smell, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I started hearing a noise, and I think the fan in my computer is working overtime. It's a hot day, and we're processing a fancy video game, so I might need to clean it or check that it's balanced correctly. Something like that. Okay, there's music. Ooh. Just get right on top of that. Get right on top of that. That's strange. I got myself stuck for a moment. Let's not do that again. Okay, enough listening to that. Go here, and we should be right under the... Yep. Okay, we've now lowered that gate. Beautiful. Anything else over here? I see nothing. Let me turn that off. And I'm just going to check. Okay, we are at the bottom. So now we should be able to come out here and go right on through to the tree. Hi, tree. You're important, we've been told. So we should have the water. Oh. Okay. Well, they did say the roots were the big deal. Oh. It was loading for a second. Okay. Making sure that, like, all the connections are good. Oh. Okay, so that's like a loading point. Interesting. My goodness. My goodness. This is... Huh. It's hard to believe this is what things look like underneath trees. Oh. That's very interesting. Okay, their wires go there. Got a little battery for the lights. I'd probably safely assume none of this stuff is going to work. Alright. So, we've got... very interesting things going on here. Doesn't appear that we have any control over any of this. The water should be connected. There we go. That works just fine. And that's filling up so that the roots can get the water. What is the story with these? Oh. Now that works. Oh. Okay. Is there anything else to be doing in regards to power? Looks like we've got a little bit of voltage. Okay, so everything should be good down here. Maybe. Oh, different color. Blocked. Makes sense. Red is the color they've been using to denote a barrier. But how do we remove that barrier? Oh, okay. How about blue? No, everything is not something I can do something with. Oh, this is now locked. So we can't undo that. That makes sense. Oh, it's still going. Oh. I did not catch that. Okay, so let's see what happens when this reaches whatever maximum it's gonna reach. Oh dear. Okay. So, what does that mean for us then? It got almost to the end and then it, boom. So now it's powering back up again. There must have been some kind of discharge or shortage of power. These are still walls. Whatever we're supposed to be doing about this, I don't think we're going to be doing it down here. I don't think we're waiting for it to reach a certain point or anything that would allow us to use these gateways. But I will at least consider that as a possibility. Instead, let us head back out. My computer fan is sounding better now. I think it just needed to like fire up or something like that abruptly, and it's doing okay. It's blowing out the heat. Sounds nice and quiet again. Okay. There's obviously more to this, but I'm wondering if now CW will have something else to say, because we've gotten the roots all watered and everything.
Made progress. It's nice not having to do all this myself. You can just keep connecting all the trees, all the roots. I gotta finish the plates around the tree. I'll get them connected to my battery. If you ain't already done so, I need that battery cable plugged in. Remember, everything connected.
Other trees. Well, there's the one tree here. It's kind of a big deal. I'm not sure. I don't think he's talking about more trees in Hunrath. Would he? Would he be speaking of such things? And then the battery is still a mystery to me. I might as well see if something's different with this now. No. I wonder if there's going to be something that gets this working again, or if we need to find another way up there. He's talking about connecting other trees. And we have those gateways. Oh, oh. Are the gateways to the same places that we can teleport to? And we're not necessarily going through this way to places, but we're getting to those other worlds, and we now have this link powered up. Like before, this gate wasn't here and it was just black, and this was cut off. Now we can see through that it does continue along. So it's like we are feeding water to these other worlds? Question mark? So it's powering back up. We saw the leaves change. And that must have indicated, like, the... whatever you want to call it. The power reset. See, they're getting green again. Now, they were deliberately shutting this down to control when it would release seeds that were used to teleport people from other worlds to here. But I'm not seeing any indication of, like, seeds dropping. And I'm not seeing any indication of, like, seeds flying off or anything. Let's just try watching for a moment. Maybe the tower would be a better place to look. Oh, okay. So we have now observed the bleeder being in use. And that appears to be what's taking that power when it reaches a certain point. And I think... Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. That the bleeder was being used to disperse the energy in order to keep it... Okay, yeah. Huh. Well, now I'm feeling a little bit confused on what my next step is supposed to be. I mean, we're supposed to somehow connect other trees. We're supposed to somehow get that battery connected. In order to get the battery connected, I need to be able to get up to a point that I'm not able to get to yet. We did get the information about the numbering system, but I can't think of anywhere that we've come across that that information is useful right now. So I'm right here. I'm gonna see if something has changed in these other places, because if we've now supplied water and power to other worlds, then maybe there's some functionality that we've restored as a result. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. But as it stands, I'm really not sure what to pursue. We may be finding ourselves back at the exploration guide, I guess. Something will have changed based on what we've done. Wait, hold on. I think there's something for me to try now. We've essentially restored power to the tree. The bleeder is drawing that energy from the tree, and we had that red wire that was connected to the bleeder with the plunger switch at the tower. So oh, wrong way. So I could try that now and see if that does anything. And how's our tree looking? Okay. It's just I'm trying to think of this as, okay, we've obtained new information. We've changed something or some things in the world. Yeah, so we've got this upper track here. This way, it's like the end of the road. There's nothing we can do there. We can walk up here and walk on the track, but we come to a dead end because of this gap here. So we would be coming from this way with maybe our little cart down there, or maybe a new one. Getting across here and getting to the battery and connecting it up. I think there's actually something here on the track already. We have this, which may be rocks that can be lasered. Okay, still nothing with this. But I'm wondering if it's going to be a situation where we have to time it. Oh, you see, saw something down there for a second. I don't know. It stopped doing the thing. Okay, I mean, it's got to be getting close. It's almost like that shuts it off. Or it could just be coincidence because it is going quickly. Let's see about when we've got something more to look at. Okay, so... Oh, wait, oh. No, that wasn't us. Okay. That was just it absorbing and discharging it into the water. Okay, so that was my big, bright idea. I'm gonna take a picture of this while I'm up here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, these indicate the different trees then. Because see, this is the needle's going up. If I leave the cursor right there, we'll see that the needle will eventually get in there. And we can see that the green light is on. That indicates that there's energy coming in from the tree. So these are checking the trees. And there are, in fact, ones on other planets. So... that doesn't help me very much. I have one more thing that I will look at while I'm here in Hunrath, before I look at the exploration guide. I don't know what world. I'm starting to think that the two teleportation places are two different worlds. I thought that maybe they were two different locations on the same world, but that doesn't quite seem to be the situation. I want to go out the other way. But there's a connection between something here and the world that we've gotten the furthest in, outside of this one. Okay, yeah, so we can't bring the cart in here. The Russian sub is what I'm kind of thinking about at the moment. But I don't know what I'll be able to figure out from that. Doesn't look like anything's different in here. But yeah, there was the object, the device, the machine that I was very confused about. And it has a connection to this here because there was the Russian written on the back that matched the Russian written in the item list. Can I find that item list again? Oh, come on. Right here. Retro encabulator. So is that a displaced submarine part? And is there going to be anything here that gives me a hint on how to operate? We've got some numbered tubes for launching missiles. We've got a big-ass power cable. Wish I could get in here and explore. Then there's this, which was just the journal. I don't think there was any information to get from that. No, we're done. Through, full circle, and back out. I guess I am gonna have to say I'm a little bit stumped at the moment. So let's try to get a gentle nudge from the exploration guide. So I did get very far into the exploration guide. I'm trying not to have things spelled out for me. But for the guide, it went to the section about the tree, and we did that. And then it went to here, which I guess is Kaptar. So I guess maybe there's something that we can be doing here that we either couldn't before or we totally could have done before, but I just didn't know we could. Not sure. The laser is coming out from over there. So maybe instead of coming back into this place from here, maybe I should go from the first teleportation point instead. And then see what this looks like when this isn't here. If I can get through. I just need to remember where that original place was. That sense of direction issue again. I'm not going to tell you how long it took me to find that place again. But the thing that was throwing me off was the swapping. I kept looking for the sphere that wasn't there anymore. And I don't think this matters. But this might. There's no way to call the elevator from down here. So, yeah, we're gonna take the long trip. You know, I was looking at this, the greenery, and this felt similar to the other teleportation point, and that's why I thought that they were maybe part of the same world, just different locations. But what if this is also swapped in from another planet? It looks big, but it also does look a little bit out of place. So also, thank you to Nightflyer on the Something Awful forums for pointing out what this actually did for me. When it was upright, it blocks the bridge from going further, and if that goes further, then this gets to be able to be here, which otherwise you can't quite get there. So, yeah, it's why I don't like to mess around with things immediately, because I don't get to fully understand what it is that I've done as a result. Like, I just hit that thing and I didn't realize it was blocking me in the first place. So we're running through. Here's another... Something's been displaced, but there is no teleporter for this. Okay, we're running, we're running, we're running. We'll be there very, very soon. Yeah, we come around this way? No, we don't. That was a test. You fell for it. We go around this way. And then we can get through over here. Doesn't appear that there's anything we can directly do to shut it off. And we can't get up higher. Okay, well now we know. We do have access to it. Where we didn't before. Wait up. Wait! Whoa, buddy. I think I just realized something. Have you realized something? Did you realize it earlier and never told me? That's good. That's good that you didn't backseat. Because if I had all the answers, this wouldn't be any fun. So I'm glad that you kept it to yourself. And now we can have this moment together of those neurons firing. They're going zip zap zippity zoo. I hope I'm right. You know, speaking of Night Flyer, they also made a comment, I think it was on like the first, maybe second video, that I was more lewd than usual. It was when I was doing my little Southern pervert character. And to you, Night Flyer, I'd say, boy, you haven't been watching very long if you think that's worse than usual. I can and will be quite awful. So, here is what I'm thinking. We swapped these back, and that lets us bring this here. It won't let me... Oh, that's right. I gotta be on the other side. So I want this here. And I want to get out. That is what I want. Because if we can dock this here, we can bring it to Captar. And then we can shoot a laser at another laser and make some magic happen. That's what I think, at least. But we don't have a means of getting out anywhere that I want this to be. There is a button on this side. Okay, I did not, yeah, okay. I'm still smart. Kind of. So see, the gentle nudge was that it was time to return to this place. And from there, I've been able to do a new thing. Look away for a moment, just in case this hits the wall. Actually, I should be able to... Not yet. Not yet. We'll try. Yeah, we're not... Okay, I need to... How? Please tell me I have it facing the way I need it to face. Okay, I went and did the whole loop. I couldn't figure out if there was supposed to be a faster way to turn this thing around at this point. Feels like there should, but... Anyway. I'm not convinced that this is the answer. But I don't know what would be the answer, you know? Oh, actually... I'll be darned. Really doing a thing, huh? Okay. We are gonna teleport back now. Hey. I don't think I like that. Okay, let's get out of here and go teleport back to Kaptar, and we know of one place that we can now access the wall of the dome. So let's see what that does for us. Okay, then we just gotta move this a couple of times. There we go. As soon as I clicked it, it decided that I'd moved to the left, and I didn't think I did. And let's see. Could this be where I... No, actually it's not. I don't know where this is brought me to. Oh, okay, no, it is. I wish I could move more than the camera when something like this is happening. So if I've done that, and these work on like a chain, is that blockage now gone from below? I think it is. It is! Yay! Now I gotta remember how I got down there. I remember how I got down there. Sort of. No, wait. A little? But not... No. There was a walkway... there. Okay. Gotta go around the pillar. Now we can get up here, and yeah, that big hook thing is over on the other side. There's nothing there. Now we can get over here. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. So this is probably a really good place to stop, because now we're hopefully going to be able to do a lot more exploration of the world and find more puzzles to solve and all that good stuff. Okay, I can get over here. Hey, look at that. Okay. So not too bad. I do wonder when we will be needing that numbering system that we've got some more information about. The music's getting serious. Okay. So, yeah, progress has been made. Puzzles have been solved. I feel good. And next time, hopefully, I will continue to feel good. So with that, I'll see you next time. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.